Hey, it's me, the NPC. This is a video about current wrestling, meaning it could become outdated at any second. So let's waste no time and get into it. These are the 10 WWE superstars most likely to be fired in 2017. Number 10, Booker T. This one's more for Booker's own reasons than the company itself. Last December, Booker T announced a campaign to become the mayor of Houston, and he'll probably want to leave his commentary position to focus on politics. WWE will most likely keep him close regardless of what happens, but they'll probably have to take him off their payroll soon. Number 9, Titus O'Neil. Times have not been good for Titus since the infamous arm-grabbing incident. Following a 60-day suspension, he's been treated like a Thanksgiving turkey and fed to Rusev, Darren Young, and every member of the New Day. I don't really believe that they'll actually go so far as to fire him, given Titus's work with WWE's various charity functions is second only to John Cena, but we can't exactly ignore the low position he's currently held in. Number 8, Tamina. Hey, remember Tamina? Yeah, can't exactly blame you. The daughter of Jimmy Snuka has yet to establish herself as anything more than a hanger-on to whatever team she's currently a part of. An injury during the brand split left her undrafted, but we could see her make her return any day now as she was medically cleared in December. Right now, the women's division needs all the stars it can get, but if any of them do get cut, she's definitely the first in line. Number 7, The Ascension. What was once the hottest tag team in NXT has been treated with nothing but contempt by the main roster for who knows what reason. Sadly, there's no signs of things changing anytime soon, and I can't say I feel confident about their odds when spring cleaning rolls around. Number 6, Curtis Axel. Sad to say for the son of Mr. Perfect, but the writing has been on the wall ever since the brand split. He was the last wrestler drafted in the brand split and was stuck with the nickname Mr. Irrelevant. While fellow social outcast Heath Slater got an underdog story out of going undrafted and had the first run with the SmackDown Tag Championships, Axel had his balls systematically removed and left to fade into the background. Throwing him out the door just seems like the next logical step. Number 5, The Shining Stars. When's the last time either Primo or Epico were over? Their initial tag team run was dull, the change to Los Matadores was silly, and now they're the Shining Stars, whose entire gimmick is Puerto Rican timeshares. Riveting. Now the New Day has exposed their timeshare business as a fraud and soundly buried them, so they don't even have that anymore. Unless the rumors about Carlito returning to the company are true, I can't see these two having much more time to work their cartoon-era nonsense. Still, it's never a good sign when your best chance at a future career is becoming the underling of someone who's not even in the company. Number 4, Kurt Hawkins. Why are you here again? Number 3, The Spirit Squad. The return of the Spirit Squad was hilarious, but their main reason for coming back was to torment Dolph Ziggler and add baggage to his feud with The Miz. Now that Dolph has turned heel, there's really nothing left for the cheerleaders to do. Their campy gimmick has already proven to not have much mileage, and while they could reinvent themselves, I just don't see them sticking around for much longer. Now, you may say I'm cheating with this entry because they've already moved on to the indie scene and they were never under contract to begin with, but the official WWE website still lists them under the active roster, so I'm counting it. Number 2, half of the commentators. Consider this: Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles. Two of the biggest names in the company today, with the future of the Intercontinental title hanging in the balance. Meanwhile, there are no less than 7 people sitting at the commentary table, with maybe one of them talking about the actual match. That is the textbook definition of a mess. With most of the in-ring talent on this list, I'd personally prefer WWE learn to play more to their strengths than drop them outright. For the commentators, however, there is no denying that there is simply a lot of fat that needs to be trimmed, especially David Otunga. The sheer quantity of voices only serves to produce meaningless noise and is actively hurting the show. And number 1, Sin Cara. When the former Mystico was brought into the WWE, it was supposed to be a score on the level of Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Bret Hart, and Goldberg. Here was the top star in Lucha Libre and a cornerstone of CMLL's success. However, he quickly became the WWE's biggest joke with his countless botches and never gained momentum afterward. The original Luis Arrive was eventually replaced by Jorge Arias, aka Hunico, but he had just as little success in the role. What makes 2017 the year to cut the cord and let the Sin Cara experiment mercifully die is that Arias has been getting into a fair few backstage scuffles with Simon Gotch and Chris Jericho. By the way, the fight with Jericho was caused entirely by Arias making annoying noises on a tour bus and everyone else trying desperately to make him shut up. Sounding a lot less like an acrobatic man of mystery and more like your obnoxious younger brother, isn't he? Let's just hope that when WWE does take the mask off the current Sin Cara, they don't just pass the curse on to Grand Metalik. Whose names do you want added to the chopping block? Who are you hoping to see spared for another year? Maybe if I get enough feedback, I'll do a part 2 with your suggestions. Leave a comment below and let me know.